All right, y'all. It's been a while, I know, but I had to come to grip with some things. So I'm gonna try to summarize quickly all the things I've figured out recently. And like I said, this channel is about the truth, not about nothing else. You know that saying, like, you want the truth where you can't handle the truth. It's very real. So last time, I spoke on how I realized seeing the all seeing eye and stuff. That was me. That was my higher self. I've been having visions of myself in like ancient Egyptian clothing and stuff. Okay, well, recently, I don't know if I touched on this in the other videos, but I seen where like black people came from, like literally coming from the stars, literally like star seeds coming and landing all over the planet in the water and everything, and like watching us grow out of the ground, the oceans, everywhere across the planet, right? Well, I also have seen how white people got here too, where literally I watched them get like engineered, like geoengineered. I don't know. It was like literally, I'm talking about like literally spliced, like literally made in a lab. And I literally seen like a war where they came from outer space. It was just like, I don't know if you've seen the Avatar movies with the blue people, but it was just like that, where like they were made by another race of beings. I don't know if it was the Greys. I don't know where or who, like how they made them, but I've literally seen them be created and they were sent here to take over the planet, which they have for the most part. Um, the reason why like black people are attacked in the way they are, melanated people attacked in the way they are, is because our connection to the earth, literally, like it moves as we go. Like the animals, the plants, we have a bond because we were literally born out of the soil. We were literally the children of the sun. We just have a connection, like DNA wise, our entire bodies wise, that no other beings have. That white people, colonizers, whatever. Obviously, I know I'm not racist or anything, but it is what it is. For everyone watching this that is melanated, that is black, like think about how they got us literally afraid of ourselves, like to be in nature, to literally like you see white people and stuff like in waters with alligators and sharks and all this stuff, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Black people, we don't do that at all, but it's literally a mind thing. They literally got it to where you see things on the TV when it involves animals, and most of it is like animal attacks or people drowning in the ocean and sharks biting you and all this stuff that scares you. Where we have a connection to the animals and nature in ways that no other race of beings have. Like, really. Um, but they got us afraid of ourselves. And I've seen it for myself, like the connection I have to nature, to the water, to everything, how I see the mountains and stuff, the rivers and stuff on my body, and how black people won't even go, like, think of the stereotypes, like we can't swim or we don't want to swim or we don't go to the beach, or like everything is made to scare us from gaining our powers, being in nature, being in the water. It heals us in ways that they can never understand. That's why black people and such are beat down in the ways they are, mentally, physically, emotionally. Our pineal glands are way more enhanced. Um, Most white people's pineal glands don't operate like ours. Like literally, y'all, I watched literal movies in my mind. I had a dream showing me how white people's pineal glands don't work like mine. Um, and like I was trying to cope with this in a sense, like, because I'm like, we are, I'm saying, we are still one, no matter what. But there are things I can do, there are things Black people can do that others just can't. It just is what it is. Um, the sun, the sun is literally going to be on a rampage. There will be internet outages. There will be extreme weather. There will be droughts. There will be all this stuff. The sun is not playing. The sun is doing what it can to remove those from the planet that really don't work well with the planet. And like I said, obviously, y'all know I'm not racist or prejudiced or anything. It's just, it is what it is. We are the children of the sun. Like, white people really can't meditate in the sun like we can. They can't be in the sun like we can. You see how their skin dries up and ours doesn't because we absorb it. We can be in the sun. We don't get sunburned. We don't get hurt. The reason that happens is because, like I said, like, white people aren't originally not from America, not from Europe, like literally from the planet. They are the only beings on the planet that get hurt from the sun. And it's just crazy the things I've seen, the invasion. Like, I don't know if it was a solar eclipse or like what. I seen a weapon get used where they froze the planet over. The day they invaded us, it was like the sun was blocked and it was a weapon that was used to freeze over everything, which is, Black people's weakness. We don't like the cold, you know what I'm saying? It was actually like horrific to watch. So yeah, I watched the day of the invasion. I watched when white people took over our ancestors and stuff operate on a different frequency. There's worlds within worlds too. Like this will sound wild, but like how in Disney they have Wakanda where people don't even know it exists. It's literally like that, where like they're on a frequency of playing. They're still here, but their technology and stuff is so advanced that we can't really see them or penetrate them unless you're on that right frequency. And I literally could see how like the government knows about this stuff. Also, I went to the beach. I meditated a couple of days ago, and like I don't know really how to explain it. Where my eyes are closed and I'm looking up at the sun, and I can activate my third eye. I literally seen like Atlanteans, and I opened my eyes and I see the all-seeing eye thing, and it was a path that led to the water, and I could see how like when my eyes are closed, I can literally see another realm, another dimension. And so I'm like, okay, I got explained how like Atlanteans exist, but because of fear, because imagine if Atlanteans literally came up out the water, the amount of panic that would happen on beaches and stuff. And it's literally like they're afraid of us, we're afraid of them. This whole place is ran on fear. Even like when I was looking out into the distance in the water, I could see like ships lined up and helicopters and just like all these things that just watch us, y'all. Even on my phone right now is watching you. Everything is under surveillance, and everything is made to where like we spoke on this before, how it's a divide and conquer thing. So when I was meditating, I could see how the sun was changing like the cells in my DNA and stuff. And for those of you that don't know about like chemtrails, you can Google this stuff. All this you can Google. Also, like, if you don't believe me that you were made in a lab, you can do the research. Try to like literally don't use a Bible or the theory of evolution. Like, there are other white people that know that they are created, and I've seen y'all some videos and stuff. If that's what y'all want. Anyway, I saw how like there are literal Atlanteans, and you think about the planet, how it's mostly covered up in water, and how like why wouldn't beings be underwater if the planet is mainly made of it like water? Where do these stories of Atlantis and all this stuff come from if it never existed, right? It does exist. As I said though, winter is not real. It's literally a Look up the machine HAARP, HAARP. That's one of the machines. They have other machines that create earthquakes and all these natural disasters. It's not really natural, most of them, but the sun is heating up the planet. You're going to see internet outages. You're going to see social media things. You're going to see how everything is going out, and they're not going to explain to you that it's the sun flaring up. They're not going to explain to you how everything is lining up for things to change for the people who took care of the planet in a much better way to rise up and take it back. And this isn't like a dictatorship or anything. This is just what Earth wants, really, to be honest. I don't have my notes, so I'm just trying to. This summer, things will change. They're doing what they can right now to keep the planet cool, keep the water cold, keep everything cold. It's March and it's still 30 degrees in the U.S. That doesn't even make sense. It's a lot, y'all. But we are all still one. A lot of white people, a lot of people, period, don't even know what is going on, and it's just like maddening. And then like black people, my people, definitely don't know. They got us literally afraid of ourselves. Some of the things I've seen I can do, some of the things I've seen in my meditations and my visions literally got me like, wow, I didn't, it's just things. It was like, that's wild that I did that, or I can do that, or I'll be able to do that one day. So I just wanted to update y'all. If y'all have any questions, leave them in the comments, like the video, subscribe. I'll be back.